Sam made his return to the stage yesterday. How'd it go?
And I was jacked off energy drinks.
You were a healthy warrior.
Yeah, it was good. Surprisingly good.
Hell yeah.
Like I said earlier when I was talking about comedy, I think on the show, you're not going to lose the talking into a microphone part.
Yeah.
You're going to lose the remembering your jokes part.
Oh, okay.
And that was kind of what I experienced, the first set especially.
Yeah.
You're kind of just going through the motions and being like, oh, I should have said this part. And, like I was leaving parts out of my jokes because I haven't told them in so long.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like ruining it. It was just like, oh, I could have got a couple extra punchlines in there that I just forgot about.
Did you have new stuff or you just...
I tried some new stuff.
Hell yeah.
Was it COVID related?
No.
That's the big question, right? It's like, do you just acknowledge the craziest thing any of us will ever live through, or
I saw a guy do a really good set about just living during COVID and his girlfriend and it went really good. And then I talked to him and that was his third set he had done since coming back. It was Josh Martin. He was kind of I think he worked at the Comedy Store. Yeah. And he's funny.
Okay.
Yeah. He wrote all this material about COVID and it's fucking smooth like butter already.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing I've just kept thinking about, like when I'm trying to think about like what I'm going to do when I get back. I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like you kind of have to talk about it, but
you shouldn't unless you have a really interesting take on it.
Right.
Because everybody's just, everybody had almost the same experience.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess
I purposely don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt too. The jokes I've written aren't really COVID related.
Plus, if they're all COVID related, that's all good and well for the next year and a half.
Yeah, that's true.
But then you're just going to have to recycle through your whole set.
Yeah.
What about when COVID hits next year?
Yeah, when we get COVID 21
with the Indian strain.
Yeah,
through, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm just like you're gonna have to acknowledge it at some point. With new material, especially if it's like experience based, where it's like I was doing this because of this. But I feel like there's got to be like a more like clever way to kind of make
the thing is, you don't have to be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
You can just be like, I was doing this thing.
It's fun
and it had nothing to do with COVID. I was just in the store and a crazy thing happened.
Right.
You don't have to be like, and COVID. Also, and during COVID. Can you believe that, folks?
How sick was she?
Fuck yeah.
That seems to be the trick.
Yeah.
Some guys are out up to their old trick. I instantly got... I walked in and it was one of those rooms where if you walk in during the mic, you totally interrupt the set. And I walked in and was like, oh, sorry. And then I don't know if you know him. Terrible comic.
That you said his name.
Oh, fuck him. He's a piece of shit. All he does is go on stage and yell about his ex-wife who took their child and how he hates white women and they're fucking bitches. Don't worry, he's updated his act to a new woman who he's mad about.
Oh, okay.
He's a fucking bitch, apparently.
We all got to move on.
He was doing that thing where he was already bombing because he's a terrible comic. And then I walked in the room and was like, oh, sorry. And then he just, instead of, it was one of those things that I was literally just there to watch the mic. I wasn't even performing at this hour.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was one of those things where instantly he was just like, well, what's your problem? I was like, oh, sorry. I'm just, I want to watch the mic.
Yeah.
Like, so are you actually sorry?
Yeah.
Or did you just come in late?
Oh,
like,
he sounds
you got.
I was just like, no, I'm sorry. And he's like, well, sit down then. I was like, at that point I was like, man, my hip's fucked up. I can't sit down.
Yeah.
Because I knew he wanted me to like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, he didn't know. He like paused for a second. He's like, well, are you just going to stand the whole time then? And I was like, and this is the best thing to do when you're a comic at a bad open mic. And my response was, yeah, I'm going to stand the whole time. I'm a stand-up comic. And he had like, it was one of those things where that's such a stupid joke that he had to like pause for a second and be like, fuck, how do I respond to this? Because there's no way in his head he expected me to say something like that. Because why would you? It's a terrible joke.
He had to clean up on aisle 3.
And then he was just like, are you trying to be funny right now? And it's like, yes, clearly I'm trying to be funny right now. And then he just had to like act like none of that ever happened.
Nature.
Talk about how women are bitches.
I feel like
nature's healing.
Going to an open mic just to watch is the most psychotic thing of it.
Well, we got there. We got there early, so we were just like, I want to go in and check it out. And then we got in and was like, well, the bar for comedy here is on the fucking ground or possibly buried in the ground.
Right, yeah.
So, and then the thing that happened was the next hour, women had signed up. So you couldn't just talk about how you hated your small dick and ex-wife who took your kids and all that shit.
Well, that's good.
It's always a weird take when a comedian's just on stage being like, I got a small dick. I'm going to talk about my small dick. I'm totally okay with my small dick.
I got to get out there and say it before they do, man.
I'm not
You're all
ashamed.
picturing me naked.
I'm not ashamed. I got a small dick. I'm going to talk about it.
Everyone's talking about it.
It's one of those things where it can be funny, but it's so rare that it is. It's like a joke about somebody taking a shit. It almost never works, but when it works, you know?
Well, speaking of rare, I got a rare vent from General Nutrition Center. I found
it's not another one of the Rocks drinks.
No.
God.
Yeah, Joe, we tried the Rock's new energy drink Zoa yesterday.
Like the action star, The Rock?
Yes.
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson has his own energy drink?
He does, and so
I
far...
thought he was Mr. Healthy.
Yeah, that's the
energy drinks are sold as health products now.
Yeah,
did you know that?
Disappointing.
Yeah, he says that drink can make you a healthy warrior.
That's
so
a bullshit lie.
That's what I've decided to call our audience.
If you could drink a whole one of those things, you are a warrior. Not the healthy
he's like
kind.
an actual psychotic person. He pays for an 18-wheeler to bring his own gym wherever he goes, which is an absolute insane
That's
thing
the
to do.
moneymaker, though, Joe.
The home gym, that's this actual gym that you transport around and pay people to carry.
The trailer's just full of his nurses and steroid needles. Let's be honest.
But yeah, this one is on the surface quite possibly the gnarliest one we've ever done. I don't know what it's going to taste like, but this is called Beyond Raw. Burn, motherfucker.
Gross.
To be fair, it says MF.
It does say MF. It does say MF. That could stand for anything. Modern Family. Maybe they just don't like Modern Family.
Yeah.
But the flavor, and this is why I got it. There were a few flavors of Burn Motherfucker, but I was like, well, we got to do this one. Jalapeno pineapple.
Gross.
So
Gross.
this is about to taste like salsa, y'all.
I mean, I guess there's some drinks that are sort of have a spice to them.
Yeah, I mean, there's cocktails that use pineapple or a jalapeno.
I don't want spicy energy drink.
That's what I was thinking too. It's weird to just have that as Rivers is spilling it. It's weird to have that as just a non-alcoholic thing.
I just don't like this.
This is all
It's
ADR.
the same color as your microphone cover.
It is, yeah, bright red. So,
Is it potent?
oh the God, the spices hit my throat.
Oh, I'm not even going to drink this. Fuck that, dude.
No.
No, it burns
really does.
It burns your nostrils like horseradish or something.
What's the name of that place with the sandwiches we went to that does that?
Oh, Kohl's. Yeah, it's the atomic mustard at Kohl's. Wow.
That place is awesome.
Wow, so for the first time ever, the cheese stands alone. Oh no, Joe's going for it. All right.
I'm gonna wait to see how you guys react.
Oh, that's bad. That's real bad.
Yeah,
That's
I think I've made
absolutely
the right choice
worst.
here.
That's-
Rivers smelling it almost made him vomit.
No,
and
that's
taking the
real
smallest
bad.
sip in the
And
world
it's
almost
got
made him vomit.
a
And he's going back for more.
a
What
mild
fucking
aftertaste I don't like.
self-destructive
No, that's my
man.
first. That's my first.
Oh,
It's not good.
Oh, that's
It
delicious.
takes turns.
Shut
It takes
up.
No,
turns.
yeah, that's delicious. You can't smell it. Do not. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if you're getting this, don't smell it because it'll make you hack. But the drink itself is lovely.
That's a bullshit lie. It comes in waves. You don't even taste the pineapple till like you've already swallowed it. It's so
yeah. Look at the face
Okay.
you just made. It doesn't taste good. You can't make a face like that
No,
and claim it's good.
It's the spiciness coming back because the spiciness doesn't hit right
Rivers
away.
is in a full-blown sweat right now. I should. Do you see this, Joe?
It's not spicy. It's like a very mild I'm here after burn.
Yeah. It's a after burn motherfucker. You mean?
It's just not good.
See, it's one of those
really
things.
gross.
Like normally, I'd be down just to try a crazy energy
I
drink.
tried it.
What?
Fucking put that in your mouth.
But the thing is, I've never had a reaction to any drink like that.
it's not good.
Did you just chug the rest of it?
Yeah, I finished it.
He's a psychotic.
I finished it. I start what I finish, and I'll finish yours too if you don't watch it, buddy.
I'll smell it again, but the smell is...
Don't move past the smell. The smell is noxious. The smell is mustard gas. Just take a little sip, Ski.
See, if you don't get a full whiff, just coming at it from the side, it just smells like chemicals.
No, right.
That's basically what it is. It's a lot of chemicals.
And then you get your...
not a single part of that's natural.
And now that it's been out for a moment, it's less potent.
Yeah. I think it was just all of those.
And now it smells more like pineapple.
Yeah,
fresh cracked. Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
we almost all vomited.
That's a hard go.
That's so bad.
Hard go. Fresh crack, the burn motherfucker.
Yeah, it's pretty not good.
Yeah. I mean, and right now I'm currently experiencing the like kind of the lingering effects on my tongue is not dissimilar from if you remember when you were a kid and you go to the dentist and they had the fluoride where you had to put the tray in your mouth and hold it over the sink for like 5 minutes.
They don't do that anymore.
I know, yeah, but it's kind of got that.
Hopefully, that sucked.
That was not good.
Okay, so here's what it exactly tastes like. Canned pineapple juice.
Yes, yeah, that's about right.
The kind that if you buy a canned pineapple chunks, if you drank the juice, it just tastes like that.
Yeah,
but
that's the aftertaste. The initial taste is like sugary and bad things.
I mean, in the tradition of
it's like it smells like medicine. It's one of those.
Yeah, it's medicine that's gonna like not be good for you. It's bad.
In the tradition of the gorilla hemp, it has 3 separate aftertastes.
It comes in waves.
Yeah,
it's not natural.
I'm not getting the spicy.
It's
kind of on the back end.
Yeah, and it like comes back up like vomit.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes its way back.
The only energy drink guaranteed to give you an ulcer that has a tumor on top of it.
My tummy is not happy, and I only took a sip.
We got metabolic thermoactivator and also 250 milligrams of caffeine in this shit.
Whoa, that's a banger.
Yeah.
I don't like the way this is making me feel, to be honest.
I eat spicy food, and this does not taste spicy, but
it's definitely not like
it's like when you eat something too spicy and then you try to wash it down with water and the spice just goes in the back of your throat.
That, yeah. It's not like sweat through your shirt like Rivers' current.
Why are you hitting yourself with a billy
because
club?
my sciatic nerve is popping off right now. So
do you want me to give you a massage?
No.
This is actually made by GNC. This is their official energy drink, I think.
Did they make
GNC?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
General Nutrition Corporation.
You guys are gross.
And I believe it's supposed to be, because I actually had dinner last night with our friend of the show, Luke Jensen, who's a big gym rat.
Where'd you guys eat?
Oh, my God, dude. We went to a Gardena Bowl. It's a bowling alley right next to Compton, and they have a Hawaiian diner that's next to it. So you can get like diner food, like pancakes and bacon and bullshit, but also they have incredible like Hawaiian and like kind of Japanese food. And I got the best... Honestly, the best chicken dish I've had in fucking years. The garlic chicken down there, holy shit. But Luke was telling me most of these things, they make the pre-workout, right? And that's for people who are actually serious, but as a way to, sell their chemicals to the general public, a lot of the pre-workout people just make these energy drinks that aren't actually good to use for pre-workout. Like, you can do it, but it's actually better to just buy the powder and make your own.
Yeah, definitely.
But that would be the... By the way, this is producing a ton of spit. Like, I've got a lot.
Okay, here's my theory with it. You know how spicy things will give you, if you eat a lot of them, will kind of give you an adrenaline rush?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like it's kind of intended to do that.
Oh, okay.
Because if you were going to drink this before working out, the caffeine and the adrenaline from the spice might get you fucked up. My whole thing is if you drank a can of this, it would fuck up your stomach. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And your anus on the way out. Let's not lie about that.
Well, this says...
That's another reason I don't want to drink more of this stuff.
For anal reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's a
I'm planning on fingering my asshole later. Yeah, this is in there.
You want to retain your anus. You're anal retentive. This says, built by science, driven by obsession, elevated through innovation. So, it sounds like it's a Silicon Valley company or something.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like the energy soft drink thing now is I think they got a real bad rep at first with Rockstar and Monster.
Sure,
kind of looks like a dumb guy bro thing,
right?
And now they've kind of changed the imagery on the cans a lot. They're a lot kind of sleeker looking,
right?
There's a lot more information about their health benefits.
Yes,
well,
yes.
I mean, the bros got to go to work.
The bro grew up. And they're like, how am I going to get
their flaming skull?
They're like, how am I going to get some riboflavin without this shit?
But it's still called burn, motherfucker. Like it's
MF. You don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Mobile fuel.
Yeah, there we go.
Mayonnaise, French fries.
Ooh, hello.
Oh,
welcome to the South.
That's Holland.
You gotta mix the mayonnaise with the ketchup.
When you're in America, in Texas, you're not in Holland. You're just fat.
Do they do mayo on fries?
Not a lot.
Everybody's had mayo. That's not like a geography.
I'm just
thing.
thinking of the scene in Pulp Fiction.
You know what they put on French fries in Holland instead of ketchup? What? Mayonnaise. I seen them do it, man. They fucking drown them in that shit.
When I was
That'd
a
be
little kid, I
weird.
would mix it with ketchup and dip it.
I mean, that's fine. Now you can buy that nasty pink sauce in a bottle.
Oh yeah,
Pre-mixed.
Yeah.
with ranch too.
Oh yeah, ranch, and also they started selling that like Raising Cane sauce prepackaged from various companies.
It's actually Guthrie sauce.
There is currently actually a Chick-fil-A sauce shortage. I read.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, because that's the best idea they could have ever had.
Not the bottle. Like at the restaurant, the bottles they got them at Ralph's now.
Seriously? I'll buy that.
Yeah, I've been done bought that.
Chick-fil-A sauce is the jam. We can use that Friday. Oh, that's fucking it.
Okay, well I know what I'm getting you for your birthday Friday. You're gonna get.
Shit.
I went to the Alabama white barbecue sauce too.
Oh yeah, I'm getting you that.
All the sauces.
All sauces.
It's gonna be a sauce
What are you guys
fiesta
doing?
over there.
What are you guys doing?
It's my birthday.
I know. I remember that.
Yeah,
But what's the plan?
I'm assuming we'll wake up and go grocery shopping and get some tenders and some crinkle fries.
Chicken.
And some,
fried chicken galore.
Some biscuits and or rolls. Make a bunch of
Coleslaw.
sauces.
There we go.
Coleslaw. You get
Gotta
it. You
get
get
pickles.
Hell yeah.
it.
I haven't made any pickles yet. I didn't plant cucumbers this year.
Well,
I'm gonna
they
just
sell them at the store too.
Well, that's the thing. Well, here's some insider pickle knowledge.
Joe.
geez.
Get ready
He's
for
dropping
this.
the deep cuts on the
If you
pickles.
get the cucumbers at the grocery store, if you buy the organic, those are probably cool. But the other kind of cucumbers, they have a preservative wax that they spray on them to keep them green and on the shelves forever. And if you try to pickle them, it turns your pickle brine very cloudy and disgusting looking.
I was thinking you could buy the pre-brine.
well, you're not
in the jar
drinking
pickles.
the brine. You can just wash the pickle off in the sink and go to town.
Yeah, that's a normal thing to do.
I'm gonna go to the farmer's market and just get my own cucumbers. It's settled.
You should just buy a jar of pickles.
No, I like making my own.
I mean, I would buy a jar of pickles.
Yeah, I would also, especially for a birthday type situation.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna go out of my way for
Joe's birthday.
not
That'd be
in this
crazy.
limited amount of time, but I'm gonna fill both of y'all's mouths with so many pickles this summer.
I can't wait to get my mouth.
You're gonna
filled.
love it.
Weirdly sexual.
You're gonna love it.
I'm okay with it.
You're gonna love it. One of our listeners in the Sunshine State. Shout out to Damie.
Which one's that?
Damie DeMock.
Is that Idaho or Ohio?
Florida. She hit me up and was asking, why haven't we heard any Citizen updates? And it was because when I was in Alabama, my phone uninstalled Citizen. So I quit getting
Good for you.
notifications. Well, no, it wasn't my fault. I didn't want that to happen. It just did because I didn't use it because they don't got it in Alabama.
It's not fun. I got that because you guys talked about it. And my one's
scary.
always like, so why is everybody why are the coyotes killing our dogs? And then they complain about homeless people. That's it.
Well,
Citizen app?
So, no, you're thinking of Nextdoor.
Oh yeah.
No, Nextdoor is bad. Citizen's also bad, but at least it's just the straight dope. It's just crazy stuff. Because like Nextdoor also has racism, gentrification, and people asking for brownie recipes. Citizen just cuts all that shit out, and it's just like
It cuts out the last one.
yeah. Well,
There are the other two.
yeah, the other two are just implied though; they're not explicit. But
That's not true.
It'll.
There's a dude who friended me and was posting that he wanted to get a gang of people to go around and clean up the streets.
Whoa!
Yeah,
like
dude.
The Punisher. Like
Yeah.
the Punisher.
Vigilante
He's gonna be a
street.
vigilante justice. Fuck yeah, yeah, dude.
Okay.
We should do that, but with food.
Okay.
Well, so I was just going to read stuff that popped up today. This is for Tommy, just to keep her updated what's going on in the neighborhood. We had man with a knife. We had a woman with a knife. So
I hope they met each other.
I know, right?
So much in common.
Yeah, this is the perfect love story.
Misconnection.
You like
sure.
to stab. I like to stab. This is a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Let's get married and have children who like to stab.
Man armed with a gun. Man brandishing a gun. So
there's a guy exposing himself across the highway.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, that's
Was he exposing himself or a gun?
Himself.
There were two different reports of guys exposing themselves, and then my favorite, this one just came in. Men brawling at Panda Express. It's like, fellas, they're gonna make more orange chicken. Just settle down.
What could you possibly need to fight about at Panda Express?
I mean, if you're at Panda Express, your life's down in the dumps. Let's be honest.
Are you just mad that the line was too long at Chipotle, so now you had to go to Panda Express?
I guess something. I mean, if you're eating Panda Express, you might as well be fucking eating at the airport or something.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't like fast food Chinese food.
It's so bad. It's terrible.
It's not good.
Because that food's been sitting there for like 6 million hours before you...
And it's not even good quality to begin with.
No,
so it's just bad quality that's just been growing, bacteria artifacts.
Bag.
You know what you guys should do? Go to Panda Express and fight them about it.
We should fight about
Just have a brawl.
We should
Fight the
we should go to
customers.
Panda Express and expose ourselves. Avi.
Hey, yeah, you want to see something better than that gross ass chicken? My little ass dick.
Bing,
Hey,
bing, boom. Bring it all back.
So what's up, folks? We're doing stand up comedy here at Panda Express. I just smelled the drink again. It's getting less spicy. The air is fixing
It's spicy.
it.
It's
Well,
too
spicy.
spicy.
Smelling.
No,
It just smells sweet now. Look, smell it.
I don't want anything to do with that.
Smell
double
it.
water.
Are you going to drink the rest of it?
I don't know. Smell it and tell me
Why
it's
you
not
just let
less
Rivers
smelling
drink
bad.
it all? Drink it all, Rivers. Let's just watch you
I'll
turn
take it down.
Turn into
Yeah, you have to
a pool of
chug it
sweat.
though. You have to chug it like a maniac.
Why would you even?
Oh yeah,
act like
why
you
would?
wouldn't do that?
I don't know. I just thought he had some
There's
sense
another
of
one. Do the
shame
other
or
one.
decency.
Do the
yeah,
other one. Do the other one, coward.
Yeah.
I'll do it at the end of the show.
No.
You
Joe,
try- you-
don't talk until
No,
he
you-
does it.
You tried to show off, and now it's time to pay the piper, and the piper is your butthole.
Oh man, you got to record your bathroom session later.
Iron guts, baby. I don't give a shit.
Oh God, that's God.
Tragic.
Pardon.
It's hard for the listeners to understand how fucking gnarly that just was. It'd be gnarly to chug like 2/3 of a can of energy drink, but this one especially, oh my
don't understand
God.
why. Like that's so much sugar. You're just it's gonna make.
Is
you
this
vomit.
a sugar one?
No, I don't think so.
or saccharin or whatever the fuck is in it? Whatever weird chemical they've put into it. See, that's the thing with these weird.
Yeah, there's
energy
only
drinks.
5 calories. You're getting the tumor ulcer.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's the thing with these fucking energy drinks is they're mostly like chemicals that you would need. That you would even need a degree to fucking handle. Like they wouldn't even trust normal people with the chemicals in these fucking drinks. You have to go to school just to get a hold of them, and then you put some carbonation behind it so you won't vomit. It just sits in you.
You could go up to the people on Skid Row and like read them a list of things on this drink, and they'd be like, "I would not put that in my."
Well, as they tie off, they'd be like, "Man, you shouldn't do that."
Yeah. Well, point is, I'm definitely going to be awake all night, so hope you guys are ready to party with me after the show. Because
we can do Joe's birthday thing now.
Yeah, we can start it now and do it for the next
hyped up
72 hours.
I mean, I think we should go balls to the wall fat kid food. I mean, we got Moz sticks. Why not just throw some onion rings in there too? Let's get crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm bringing that whole deep fryer over there. We're going to go nuts.
All the deep fried things. That's what we got to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fries. What else? Mott's.
Onion rings.
Onions or egg rolls. What's the Jack in the Box menu? Like, we should do potato wedges with nacho cheese and bacon bits on top.
I mean, I'm so fucking on board with all of
we should
this.
buy shitty frozen tacos. Is that a thing you can even buy at a store?
Dude,
Deep fry it?
I got to tell you, fellas.
I mean, deep fry them at Jack in the Box.
I don't think I discussed this. I found actually.
Look at his River's face right now.
Are you okay?
He's fucked up, dude. He's fucked up.
Good. I've got the children's fluoride bubble gum spit.
Your eyes are just have bags under them.
The good thing is
I've got space dementia, like Steve Buscemi in Armageddon.
You could probably go to a doctor and get get one of those tests done where they check your blood to see if you got a clot or anything. Your insides are beyond.
Dude, it would be so funny to slam one of those and then go to the doctor an hour later and get a blood test.
Yeah, they'd be like, "What did you do?"
They just look at the X-ray and it's a Randy Couture fight.
It's like, do you work in a mine? Do you mine minerals and chemicals, or do you work with heavy solvents?
I work with rare earth minerals.
Why is there so much solvent in your body?
Oh, it's probably because of the diamine, theanine, horosyl, and caffeine.
Caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fuck some egg rolls up. Like you just blew my goddamn.
Well,
mind.
that's what I was gonna say. During this whole panini situation, I found Pagoda brand pork egg rolls at Ralph's. Fucking incredible. Like, it really good. So I'll get some of those and we'll drop them in that shit.
That oil water's going to be just...
it's going to be...
We can drink that
all
after.
kinds of funky.
Yeah, that's going to be... It's going to have all the goodness.
But the fucked up part is people don't realize the reason fried food tastes good from restaurants is the oil is kind of dirty.
Yeah.
It makes it taste better.
Yeah.
Well, it makes it taste better till it makes it taste horrible.
Yeah. There's a tipping point.
Finite line where you're just like, oh, this is the worst thing I've ever had inside.
I'm not talking about the burnt oil. I'm talking about a nicely seasoned oil, you know?
Yeah, you don't want it when it's like got whole chunks floating around and stuff.
God.
Like, no, that's bad news bears. You want it, like that third dip.
Well, get in that middle day.
Sweating again.
Yeah, I'm always sweating. I stay sweating, baby. It's my thing.
How much coffee did you have earlier?
None actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is yours first caffeine of the day?
I knew we were doing this one. I woke up this morning, I was looking, I was like, well, this one's crazy, so I'm going to hold off. So this is my first energy drink today.
Oh, wow.
Next time you have me on the show, we should test water.
Yeah, I'll bring on
alkaline water.
Yeah, let's just try water.
Well, I did get a new LaCroix Beach Plum.
What is that?
It's plum, but it's got some tropical notes.
See, I'm more of a bubbly or the Ralph brand.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Strawberry bubbly is where it's at.
Yeah. I'm a cherry guy, but that's okay.
I mean, you're allowed to be wrong.
Well, speaking of oil, right now, more than 1,000 gas stations in the Southeast have reported running out of fuel, primarily because of what analysts say is an unwarranted panic buying among drivers as the shutdown of a major pipeline by a gang of hackers entered its 5th day Tuesday. So that is like... so futuristic. I just love the way it sounds.
This not
futuristic. It's now. Rivers.
It brings out. This is like one of the things about the South, where it's like, yes, we're nice, but we're
also dumb as shit.
Panicky.
They're so goddamn prone to being the dumbest motherfuckers alive. I thought it was a joke on Twitter till I saw the videos.
Yes,
there are crazy motherfuckers.
That's what I'm getting
filling up.
Loose bags,
with gasoline.
shopping bags,
and
trash bags.
That's even a goddamn nightmare on 4 wheels. That's so
did you see
dangerous.
You saw the thick ones either. Recyclable. Like ones they give you Chinese food.
I was gonna say
it's lunch lady garbage can bags.
Not even that. Well, there is that. I've got pictures. We're gonna put this up on our Twitter so people can see it because they BuzzFeed did just a big compilation of all the wild pictures they had. My favorite was there's a video of a woman with those grocery bags that literally say thank you a bunch of times on the side, like just standard bags. Dollar store bags. She fills it up with gas and picks it up, and you just see a shower of gasoline coming out from the bottom as she like sets it down and tries to rejigger it, and she can't figure it out.
People don't realize those bags are not built to be airtight, and
let alone with gasoline.
Liquid,
but also gasoline will like eat through a bag.
That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
like that's fucking madness that they're just like, don't worry, baby, I got a garbage bag full of gas only in the car.
Did they run out of like backup containers of gasoline? The little red things you can fill up.
Well, so I'll
everybody going on a road trip.
I'll show you all these
today?
pictures. So
that one's
there's a great one where someone has what looks to be about
dangerous.
About 15 gigantic red canisters that they're just loading in the back of their SUV. So that one's great. Down here we've got
it's always
we've got
even
a guy
more dangerous.
We've got a guy filling up the Walter White body dissolution barrels.
It's always old white people who wear shorts when they shouldn't. It's like all spidery veined white people.
Oh well, no, this guy has overalls.
Overall fat man.
Yeah, this dude filling up a 50-gallon oil drum.
Definitely a overalls.
What do they think is going to happen? That's my question. What do they think is going to happen?
This guy filling up Rubbermaid trash cans like you'd have at a pizza restaurant in the back.
I think they're just kind of scared of technology and they don't understand it.
Right.
Like,
so they don't know what actually could happen. It's just, it's like fear. It's like Rivers was saying. They're just so scared of the idea of something happening.
How do they plan on getting that into their car?
Yeah, that's my thing. How do you get fucking gas from a bag into the car?
Maybe
into
they
the gas
got a
tank. Like how
oil barrel at home.
What's your end game?
A huge funnel, I guess. I don't know what the plan
But
is
even
here.
then, it's going to be really hard because
You're going to get gas everywhere.
Because there's no like force. Like the pump shoots gas down there, and it's like air pressurized.
You know who's having a great time right now? The people that huff gas. They can probably just go with a rag just on the ground at this point. People are spilling it everywhere.
Don't mind me, officer. Just gonna fill my trash bag up with gas like every other citizen.
This dude is filling up a square container that looks to be probably 75 gallons or so. Like just a crazy
on a trailer
amount.
though. It's on a goddamn trailer.
A trailer.
Imagine if that trailer came loose and it was just like let's going down the street.
Any of these vehicles, it's like if you got in a crash in any of them, it would be a fireball.
Yes,
it would just be a terrifying movie. It would be a Michael Mann movie, basically.
This one, she's filling up one of those plastic foot lockers that you buy to like store old quilts in.
I mean, that's probably what it did do. She probably like put the quilts somewhere else and was like, "I'm gonna fill this up."
Yeah. Then of course
all that gas is sloshing around.
There's one where it's a trunk where they've got those, like you were saying, like the plastic liners that you would have at like a restaurant, filled, and there's several of them in their trunk. And again, any sort of impact, you're dead.
The thinnest plastic in the world.
Yeah. Like as funny as it is to fill up a Foot Locker, at least that is somewhat contained.
It's going to take a while to eat through that.
Do they think that
there's never going to be gas again?
Do they think their power source for their house is like gasoline, or do they think this is like the beginning of the end times and they're going to use a generator to power the house? Like, what do they think is happening?
It feels like a toilet paper thing where people just are imagining the worst case scenario.
Yeah, well,
they're like, what if the hackers take over everything and I have to drive real fast to save me and my family?
Yeah, my thing, I was thinking, looking at all of these, I was like, where do y'all go?
Yeah,
that you need this much gas. Like realistically, most of these fucking people, it's like, you scoot around town in the SUV and then you go to church. Where the fuck do you go?
What happened? You know what this is? These people are usually the people in these pictures are either like country as hell or super old. So maybe the old people are just like, I remember 70s and they're gonna get me.
Yeah.
I think the super redneck people who live in the middle of nowhere have to drive extremely far.
Sure.
They live out in the middle of nowhere so they can commit murders if they have to and bury the bodies, So I think some people do have to drive far, but it's like if you're listening to this and you have a car, how many days can you go after you fill the tank without needing to refuel it?
Right.
You could go like at least a week.
Yeah. Like
3 if you're driving a lot, probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say I usually had to, in the pre-Panini times, I had to drive all the way out to the valley and shit like that to go to my job, but. Yeah, I don't know. Fill up that tank like once every week and a half, 2 weeks or something.
Unless you're a fucking...
And I had to drive pretty fucking far.
It's got to be they somehow think gasoline is tied to like their electricity, or they're just doing the plot of the It's Always Sunny. Remember the It's Always Sunny?
Oh yeah, Wild Card.
Where they just get a bunch of gasoline because they're gonna hold on to it and sell it later because it'll be worth more or whatever. Yeah. Either that's these people are just like, you know what? I don't know about what Dogecoin is, but I tell you what, I'm gonna go get this gasoline.
Doge Simpson.
It's $4 right now, and it's gonna be $20 in a month because this shit ain't never coming back.
Damn.
I won't be a goddamn millionaire.
That's honestly a great point. I bet there's people who are gonna resell it.
Oh yeah,
or attempt to resell.
Oh well,
it.
I mean,
that's fucking insane.
A lot of
like Amazon, they'll be like
Craigslist, probably.
Well, it'll still be like,
only.
I got 8-gallon garbage bags filled to the top with gasoline, ready to go. Pay me, I will mail it to you.
Will seal.
I'll mail it to you.
I'm gonna mail you a Foot Locker. I'm gonna mail you a hefty bag full of gasoline.
I just love this. Is the official U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission Twitter had to release a tweet today that says, "Do not fill plastic bags with gasoline." Like the government has to be like, hey,
if you've never been told that, you know,
that's so fucking stupid. I hate that anyone would be dumb enough to do that.
Oh God. But yeah, the Colonial.
You shouldn't be able to have a car if you're willing to put if you're willing to put a plastic bag filled with gasoline in your goddamn car.
You're too stupid to drive.
You shouldn't be allowed to drive.
Your license should be taken.
It mostly makes it unsafe for them.
Yeah,
you know, the other driver in the other car isn't going to catch on fire instantly, hopefully, unless they got the whole trunk full.
I was going to say, what it's going to do is they're going to have the trunk full, and even if the bags don't leak, the fumes will get out, and then they pass out and crash into someone else.
Dude, I
and
didn't
then
even think about the
fireball.
fumes.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're going to light up a cigarette. They're like, the gas is in the trunk. It's fine.
Because a lot of these people have pickup trucks, but many of them are just SUVs or cars. And it's
I didn't even think about the fumes. The fumes are goddamn flammable.
Noxious too. Gonna fucking go home with a contact high from gasoline.
I bet you some of these motherfuckers are smoking cigarettes with the goddamn windows
absolutely
up, with the fumes and the vapors, and then somebody's just gonna explode into a fireball. This is fucking madness. Why are people so dumb?
I don't know.
If you have to pay $2 more a gallon, dude, that'll fucking put you at a house. You know, you'll be on the streets.
Well, so the funny thing about it, like I mentioned when we started talking about this story, is that like there is no shortage. There is now because people panicked and bought too much and filled their fucking trunks with goddamn gas. But there isn't an actual shortage caused by the pipeline. Like the Colonial Pipeline delivers about 45% of the East Coast fuel, but like it has they can get fuel from elsewhere. Like the government lifted a bunch of
I like
a bunch of mandates and shit. So like there's more gas. It's fine. So chill the fuck out.
I like the idea of like putting a baby pool in the back, like a pickup. Like you can turn a pickup into a swimming pool. Like doing that, but gas.
But
it's just
gas.
like sloshing around as they drive down the street.
Someone did it. You know that someone did it. You know what country we live in. Like 100%. Someone was just like, well, I don't have the Foot Locker because my wife took all the quilts, but I do got all this lining. I could just line the back of my truck.
Kids, get out of the kiddie pool. Daddy needs to go to the gas
100%,
station.
yeah.
Did you hear? Ricky's got a whole truck full of gasoline down the street. Just go down there with a cup. Get you a cup of gasoline. $5 for a cup of gasoline.
Also,
there's solo cups. Just having a solo cup party.
Yeah, and also the best part is Monday night the pipeline is just it's back. Like their system is down, but it's still like. They ran the pipeline before computers. So they just flipped it back on and are doing it manually. So again,
that's good for the economy. That's more
exactly. Well,
that's more jobs.
That's the other thing that's like fucked up is you're also like yeah, man. Like it's called first of all it's called Colonial Pipeline. I love that they just don't give a shit of just looking evil. They're like, yeah, we're the Colonial Pipeline. We do colonialism. Yeah, the governor of Florida last night declared a gasoline related state of emergency in Florida. So like all other states, Florida's gasoline supplies are largely unaffected by the outage, but a rash of panic buying started Monday and has caused local shortages. So got that going on. Florida's
fucking psychotic. They'll panic about gas going away. They'll panic about an ice storm making them run out of food.
Yeah,
they'll panic about all the.
Well, that one actually did happen.
They'll panic about everything except for the things you should panic about.
Right,
like a tornado. People are like, shit. Why are they cutting into TV, man? man. I got a basement, man.
I don't even live in that county. Who gives a fuck?
I don't even live in that county. I'll go get that County Road 52, blow it all the way. I don't care. Let me watch Dougie.
The funniest shit is that all these places, especially in Alabama, are like price gouging the shit out of the gas because there's a run on it. But they like my mom.
One of those pictures was a $10 per gallon.
Yes,
sign.
yeah, it's just like absolutely egregious. But the funny thing is that the state of Alabama doesn't count it as price gouging up until a certain percent. So they literally have legal wiggle room for you to just fucking do it. And so,
I mean, if you're paying that and you don't absolutely just have to go to work or some shit, you deserve.
That's the thing. It fucks over the people that actually just need gas.
Yeah,
that's the unfortunate part about all this. It's like those people deserve to be fucked out of money. And put their lives in danger. Those people deserve that.
Right? All the South states are like at will work states, so it's not like you can call out because I can't get gas.
Yeah, exactly. So of course it just kind of ends up fucking over people that have to go to restaurants and work.
Your manager's gonna be like, well, you should have planned for that.
Right.
I got 20 gallons in my backyard because I knew this would happen.
Hey, man, I didn't even need. I prepared. I didn't even need to wait for this shortage. I got a barrel buried in my backyard right now, filled with gasoline. One's filled gasoline. One's filled with oil. One's filled with butter because I like butter. One's filled with milk.
My butter bunker.
One's filled with Mountain Dew because you know it's gonna be run on Mountain Dew. I got 2 filled with Mountain Dew,
toilet paper,
and then I got another one filled with toilet paper. But I didn't tell you that. That was a secret.
I don't want the hordes coming for my toilet paper. But yeah, so everything's fucking crazy right now for no reason. So that's normal. We like that. I wanted to shout out again.
How does your stomach feel? Spicy?
Great. I feel fucking alive. I am a healthy warrior. This has proven ingredients, proven doses, clinical quality, real science, and most importantly, Samuel, real results.
I like fake science.
My brain is a flame with burn, motherfucker. I feel crazy. I really do.
I could tell.
I feel fucking nuts.
You're like a different kind of sweaty. You are sweaty all the time, but you're like different kind of sweaty.
I feel like we're about to get a manifesto.
Oh, I could.
When Rivers was talking about that last stuff, the amount of facial expressions and hand gestures he did unnecessarily were pretty wild.
You know, you remember like in school they'd show you those old videos of Hitler giving speeches. And you're just like, why would anybody listen to this guy? I mean, I don't speak the language, but from when we're looking at him, he looks like an absolute psychotic man. And then watching Rivers, it's just like,
he had a Dr. Feelgood shooting him up with B12 and also diamine, thiamine, horosil, and caffeine.
Probably so.
That doesn't sound.
How did Hitler like his coffee? If any of the listeners know, tweet at us.
With meth. With meth.
I feel the crazy part is meth heads still drink caffeine, probably.
That's true.
They're still like, I like the cup of joe in the morning. Get me started.
Well, the meth is just so they can feel normal, right? And then
probably
the coffee is to like wake up.
That's the real drug, man. Speaking of Europe, I wanted to shout out a real hero.
What? Were we talking about Europe? Am I that high right now?
He was talking Hitler.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah.
Speaking of formerly fascist Europe, a 49-year-old man in Gijón, Spain, has been arrested for making 8,000 insulting phone calls to Spanish emergency services.
Hell yeah!
Oh, that's funny. Just call him. What's your problem, sir? Hey, fuck you.
My problem's you,
fuck
motherfucker.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, bitch. The man was arrested on May 7th for a serious offense of disobedience as he had ignored, quote, repeated requests from the emergency operators to stop using emergency lines. Calls to the National Police Service at 091 and emergency services at 112 reportedly received a staggering number of calls where operators were insulted. Not only were the emergency service operators insulted, but no kind of emergency help was required either. And it's like, I like that they just included that. I'm like, I kind of figured
this would be a good YouTube channel.
That would be crazy.
911 prank calls.
It reminds me of the guy from Happy Gilmore, Jackass.
An investigation, and I love this name, by the Provincial Information Brigade, which that's what we should call our show, frankly, the Provincial Information Brigade.
We are a brigade.
Yes, we are very provincial. We ain't city folk. They were able to discover that since 2019, 091 had received 3,787 calls from the man, while 112 Emergency Services had received 4,957 insulting calls.
Wait, how And what time was this?
From 2019 until he was arrested on the 7th.
Jackass.
So this is like fucking 20 calls a day or something.
Yeah, dude. Like Malcolm,
he's really got a commitment here.
It's like he's using it as social media whenever he's got something to say. Hey, fuck you,
jackass. Like Malcolm Gladwell says it takes 10,000 hours to master a skill, and this guy was fucking going for it. He really was.
I wonder if
it was like the jerky boys of
Spain.
I wonder if it was one of those things. Like, of course, they probably have caller ID. I wonder if it was just one of those things where they tell the new people, like, there's going to be a guy. He calls from this number. He's going to tell you to go fuck yourself.
He's going to say your mother's a whore.
He's going to call like 3 times. 3 times a day, you're probably going to get him on the phone. So just ignore that.
Yeah. And I love that it's like, it took almost 9,000 phone calls for them to be like, okay, we have to arrest him. This has gone far enough. We have to draw the line, and that line is 9,000 calls.
You get arrested in America for the first time.
Yeah, dude. I've seen Are You Afraid of the Dark? The phone police. They will get you. They will get you.
Well, that's the great part about America. We'll be like, you wasted our time for 5 minutes.
We're gonna shoot you.
We're gonna, like, literally going to throw you in jail for 2 months.
Right. Yeah, I just love it.
That's it. If anything, it kind of proves why they have a better system.
Yeah, it's a testament to Spain.
They gave him so many chances.
Yeah, 9,000
They gave him so many chances to not go to jail.
Yeah, that's almost like a phrase here where, somebody would be like, I've given you 9,000 chances, and they don't mean that literally. In this case, it was literal.
I wonder if like they just thought it was funny at first, and they were like just like looking the other way, and then he got a little too far with it, and they're like,
they're just like, dude, stop! It isn't a joke anymore.
It's like he went from like yelling jackass to being like, I'm gonna murder your kids.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he probably stepped it up.
It probably,
yeah. The operator had repeatedly told the obscene caller to stop occupying the emergency lines, which are intended for people in need of urgent help. But the man apparently ignored these demands and now faces.
It doesn't say what he was saying.
It doesn't. I wish it. I tried to find a couple
from him.
No, I tried to find a couple of different articles, and all of them were just the straight dope. But I imagine it'll come out in trial.
It'd be funny if it was like his ex-wife like worked for emergency services, and he was just calling her to like yell at her.
Yeah.
Is Mary there?
Look who it is. Look who it is. If it's not Brenda. Hello, Brenda. How are you? I am not well, Brenda. Hey, Brenda, guess what? Brenda, you are a filthy whore, Brenda. Brenda! I will not stop calling you Brenda because you are a dumb, stupid, mean person, and also I love you. Brenda, I hate you and I love you. Please call me. Brenda, I love you. Please call. Brenda, you are a whore.
Jackass!
Yeah, it would be really interesting to know the type of things he was saying. If he was just going for a straight up call and curse at him like a classic immature teenage prank call, or if he would do a setup.
Yeah,
like, hey, there's a guy in a green coat. He's being suspicious. He's on the street sucking his own dick.
Yeah, like you.
Send the cops.
The guy, he's got D's. He's got D's. Sir, what are D's? D's nuts. Jackass.
This is obviously a quantity over quality situation. He's doing 9,000 calls. So I imagine some of them are probably, he's got a plan, but a lot of them are probably just straight like,
Merry Christmas, Brenda.
Fuck you.
Thank you for not calling me, Brenda.
He might just pick up where he left off after the last one. He's calling that many times a day.
And another thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if like they just put him on like it's like a voicemail type deal where they're just like, sure, fine, whatever.
Yeah. This morning I said you were fat. Well, now I'm telling you you're fat and stupid.
Well, that's like if you call 311 in LA. You have to leave a message, and then if it's important enough, they'll call you back.
That'd be hilarious. He's just like reading it's chapter 13.
I got this one's from Miami. This is pretty wild. A Miami Beach woman has been charged with burglary, trespassing, and has been ordered to stay away from a local high school after police say she wandered into the school and pretended to be a student.
Oh, I saw that. She was trying to get Instagram followers, right?
According to police, it all started when 28-year-old Audrey Nicole Francisquini, a Carnival Cruise Line employee who works in sales, entered American High School in Miami on Monday.
Sounds like a good high school.
Yeah. It sounds like a Dollar Tree high school.
It sounds like a segregation high school in Miami. This is the American high school.
Oh, no.
Okay. I mean, obviously, if she's like working in sales for Carnival Cruise Lines, she's the psychotic woman who like won't not try to sell you shit. it. Like,
right.
You can't get off the phone.
She's the event planner.
She's already gone. She's a crazy person.
So she goes on the campus. This is when security confronted Frances Sweeney, but she portrayed herself to security as a student and stated that she was looking for the registration office. However, instead of walking to the office, she walked straight past it, down a hallway, and then confronted multiple students as they were trying to enter a classroom. Footage showed that not only was she dressed up like a student on purpose with a backpack, she was also preventing those students from entering the classroom so she could hand them pre-printed pamphlets for her social media with the username on the flyer.
What a misunderstanding of how social media works.
This is exactly what we were talking about with Mike Lindell yesterday of like, we're going to have an event where you have to show up in person to get on a social media thing. It's like, oh, I got to get the word out.
God,
how else am I going to? It's like, lady, buy some Instagram followers.
28, but she might as well be a million years old.
Hello, fellow students. Do you enjoy Instagram as well? I do too. It is very much fun.
Look at my bikini pics.
I have bikini pics. I am an influencer. You should follow me. Please follow me. Here is a pamphlet because that is how you advertise Instagram as physical media.
Come for the bikini pics, stay for the QAnon takes. I got it all. I got the whole thing. So that is when school security notified the school administration of a potential threat on campus. And once Frances Sweeney noticed the number of school officials who began to gather around her, she made a break for it. Running through an exit door out into the faculty parking lot and then into the street. Even as police began yelling commands at her to stop, she ignored them and continued running. Later on, police simply located her through the social media listed on the flyer.
Oh, wow, that's hilarious.
So it was like,
they'll never know who I am. I got away with it. Scot-free.
You got to give her props for outrunning the police, or either the police are way more shitty than we thought.
Right, it's right.
Like, she's getting out of here. Whatever.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop, or I'll say stop again.
I tried, guys. I chased her real hard.
I gave her commands. She didn't follow the commands. I just don't know what you expect.
Well, I was going to say shout out to the police for doing one modicum of police work instead of just shooting her dead in the road, because they were like, she's running, but also she's literally left a trail of paper.
I just want to know, like, what was her game plan for this? Was she like, I need more followers?
I need to reach the youth.
I honestly, this is what I think her plan was. She was going to go and get like 10 high school kids to follow her, and then she thought they were going to be like, dude, this Instagram account is so good. You have to follow it.
It's so,
or maybe she was
five
like,
people till 5 people
I'm
till 5 people.
I'm going to have an army of 14-year-old horny kids.
Yeah.
They're going to like all my pictures.
Mrs. Frances Sweeney is a based god.
Well,
she's savage.
It's really hard to find bikini pictures online.
It really is.
So.
I don't know that that's what it was. They didn't actually say what her shit was. I'm just imagining it's, I don't know. It's either QAnon or sexy pics.
Influencer Instagrams, though. They're just
yoga.
They're usually hot people.
They're attractive
funny
people in various
something.
degrees of undress.
Yeah. And this is my favorite little part. According to police, when they arrested her, they began telling her what charges were filed against her. She told them that she wanted to show them a video that she recorded on her cell phone while at the school.
Oh, God.
Police say that the video just correlates exactly what their report already said. So she was just like, before you arrest me, you got to see how dope this vid is, son. And just tried to show them the video. And they were just like, yeah, okay, well, this is you.
She's probably like,
doing the crime.
You have to pull it up on your own phone and also like it to see the video.
Yeah, subscribe. Yeah, rate, review.
It's on her OnlyFans. It's on my OnlyFans. If you want to see the crime, you have to pay $10.
Behind a paywall.
Yeah. This also is a similar story, and it just cracked me the fuck up. So London firefighters now have a peculiar new challenge to deal with. It's not burning homes or even cats stuck in trees, but TikTokers stuck in child swings. The London Fire Brigade says that its officers have been called to rescue 21 people just this year, linked to an emerging social media trend. So sometimes, as in the rescue of a 14-year-old girl on May 1st, the firefighters are also being filmed as they try to rescue the swingers. So, there's the swing set, there's the normal swings, and then there's the baby swings. Kids in London are getting in those and then becoming completely stuck. And the firefighters have to come cut them out, and that's part of the bit for TikTok. So, Sam, you're you're a big deal on TikTok too, and we got a park across the street.
Can we trap you in something?
Yeah, can you get in one? And
they don't even have swings.
Do they not?
No, man, you don't hang out at the park across the street.
No, I don't.
Let's go to Barnstable. They got swings there.
All right, yeah, we'll get Sam stuck in a swing. We'll have the firefighters cut him out.
I can't even get one of my legs into
that's
the
why
point.
It's gonna work. You'll be stuck forever.
You'll be really stuck.
I wouldn't even be able to get into the point where I'd be stuck.
Yeah, you can get one leg stuck. I bet
we could get you stuck.
You get one leg.
We'll get you stuck. Let's just do it. We'll get you stuck.
I'm too strong. I'll be able to bust out.
London Fire Brigade Assistant Commissioner for Fire Stations Jane Philpott said, quote, "Each job our firefighters do takes up time, and we are hoping to prevent further call-outs in such incidents by issuing this warning." So the LFB tweeted, "In their quest for TikTok fame, London teenagers have been forcing themselves into toddlers' swings and getting stuck, ending in a call-out to firefighters to rescue them. Please think twice so you don't divert our crews from more serious incidents."
They should just stop rescuing them.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, they should
just across London, there's teenagers just stuck in a swing for a week.
Yeah, you got to just sit there and think about what you did.
I mean, eventually you would not be able to eat, so like you would shrink and be able to get out.
Have either of you had to be rescued by firefighters for getting your head stuck in a fence or anything like that?
I got.
All right, let's hear it. What happened?
I'll tell mine first.
Okay.
In Austin, there's a lake with a dam in it, and every year they drain the lake using the dam to kill off this duckweed stuff. If it flourishes, it'll just cover the entire lake. It's green. It's shitty. So my mom would take me and my brother to the lake when it was empty.
Yeah.
And you could kind of just like walk around on it.
Right.
It was usually fine. But one day we went down there and it was kind of muddy and, a little more sticky, I guess you could say.
Like the quicksand mud.
Yeah. Very similar.
I know where this is going.
And so I'm running out there in my brand new pair of Rydell sneakers.
Oh, man.
Which, retail for around $20 back then.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm running and my back foot gets caught in this quicksand.
Oh, shit.
And so I just like run and, my foot just comes out. And so I'm just like, fuck, I guess I lost that shoe.
Right.
Then my mom was like, oh, damn, that sucks. And then she's like, go. I don't remember if she sent, I think we might have gone back the next day. And she was like, we need to get that shoe.
Right.
And so she had me go out there. To a point where we already know the quicksand mud is there.
Yeah, sure.
My costly sneakers.
Yeah, exactly. My mom is such a cheap fucking bitch. Jesus Christ. I love her, but she is cheap to a point where she would put her own son's life in danger to get
in that quicksand.
To get a $10 shoe. And I got stuck in the quicksand to a point where the fire department had to come.
Oh my God.
A guy out there he had there's part of the lake that still had water in it. He had like a canoe, like kayak type thing.
Oh,
and he kind of was like getting as close as he could, and he like threw the canoe out to me. He's like, just hold on to this, because I wasn't sinking fast, but it was just I was so in it that I couldn't get out. And the firefighters had to like throw plywood down and walk out there and grab me out.
Wow, it's bad to
it was like a whole scene. People from the sides, like the side of the lake, were looking. It was embarrassing all around. And then guess what? After they saved me, my mom went and bought a bunch of like cookies and stuff for the firemen. Probably retailing over the amount
the
of
cost
money.
Of the shoe.
The cost of the shoe would be.
Well, they saved your life.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
my life is worth more than the platter of cookies. But
it's embarrassing to get arrested by a bike cop, but second only to that, canoe fireman.
The canoe guy was different. He was just he was a bystander.
I thought it was the fireman. They're like, get the canoe. We'll get this kid with our canoe.
I think he was just around when he could tell something was going wrong.
Okay, now I get it.
Mom was freaking out, but not freaking out enough to where she was actually trying to save me herself. I think she knew not to put her own life in danger there.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like, we'll save the child in the famously hard to tip over canoe.
Yeah, well, the thing is, it was all mud around me.
Right.
So So like the canoe was basically on flat ground, but it was spaced out enough so that it wouldn't sink into the mud.
I mean, that's a learning lesson.
Yeah. And I was fat too, so I was sinking extra fast compared to other kids.
That's all the other kids in the mud.
So that was embarrassing. It was one of those things that when they rescued me, people on the side of the lake were like clapping.
Yeah. You're like on the local news.
Yeah, it wasn't even that. It was just like, God damn, this is embarrassing.
How old were you again?
I was probably like, 10 around that age.
Right.
Elementary school.
Gotcha. All right. What happened to you, Joe?
I think I might have said this on here before.
Did you? What was it?
Maybe. I don't remember. So like when I was 6, we went bowling. Like as a church, like I was like 6, and it was like like the kids group. You weren't in youth group yet, but you were like a little kid. So it was like that kind of church group, and the ladies like was being an asshole to me, and so basically anything she told me to do, I was going to do the opposite. It was like a fuck you kind of thing.
Let me just say real quick, my mind is racing because of Burn Motherfucker, but also as soon as you say bowling, I'm like, did he get his hand stuck in the machine?
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin his story.
Just saying, the universe of possibilities are spreading out before me, and I'm on eggshells.
Rivers has no inner monologue because of this energy drink.
I'm on eggshells.
Stolen it from him. So they were like, don't put your arm in the bowling ball return.
Oh, no! It was the machine.
And I was like, why not? But she was like, well, just don't do it. And I was like, yeah, but like, why not? And she was like, just don't do it. And I was
Kingpin hadn't come out at this point.
No. And so I was like, okay. And then I honestly, I think I did it. I don't know if I did it as a fuck you to her or what, or if I just wanted to see
just
what
a dumbass kid.
Just a dumbass kid doing dumb shit. Yeah. But I didn't know the ball was going to come up. So,
of course, why would that happen in the ball return?
But nobody was bowling at the time, so like I didn't think a ball was going to come up. So I just put my arm in there, see what happened, and then a random ball came up and pinned my arm between the ball and the side of the return, and so like it was like trapped, and they had to call the fire department to like take the whole machine apart.
I have not heard this story.
Oh yeah, I feel like I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
not. They had to take the whole thing apart, and then they were going to give me an ambulance ride to the hospital, but I was too embarrassed.
Did this make the newspaper or something?
It might have been on local.
You see, that's why I remember it, because he made the fucking news.
Yeah. Oh my god!
I at least got to avoid that with my story. Had I been and stuck in that sand for an hour or two longer, who knows what would have happened?
I mean, I think they just took the shit apart, and then I had to go to the hospital, and then I was in a cast for like.
Oh, you broke your shit?
Oh, I don't think it was broken. I think it was like maybe like a hairline fracture or something. But they put me on those like old timey hot. What do you call them?
The plaster cast, like
the
full
plaster
thing.
Cast, yeah,
so
people
like signing it and shit.
Yeah, but I only had to wear it for like a month or two.
Oh, okay.
If that, and then it was like time to do it, and I was like, yeah, and I just started smashing it.
Wait, with what? Your own hand, or
just like against like the
like
the trash can or whatever? Because how do you get it off? Who knows? So we just smashed it.
You're supposed to have it medically sawed off.
Hold on. Now that's
who knows?
Now that's the craziest part of the story. What? You're at home and it's time to come off, and you didn't get it sawed off.
Your parents were just like, "Do it, Joe."
I guess now that I think about
King Kong that shit, just fucking slam your fist down until it shatters.
I mean, I think my dad like tried to like cut it a little bit with like scissors maybe or something.
Scissors, they have a thing. They have a whole thing.
I don't know what to tell you about.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, don't they have the thing that can cut it but not your skin?
Yes.
It's like that kind of saw.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you guys. That's how the cast came off, and it was only like a month or two.
I've never had a cast, so that's interesting.
It was like a really, now looking back on it as an adult, it's really weird that they went through all the trouble of putting a cast on when like there wasn't anything broken.
Yeah, it could have been a splint sort of situation. It sounds.
But I don't even know why. I guess I don't know. I don't know why. The whole thing was bizarre.
Your arm still works now, so it's good.
Yeah,
it's maybe good they did that.
My arm works, but not my pinky.
Oh, is that still fucked up?
Pinky's still fucked up. Still swollen. Still can't.
You can bend it though.
I can bend it.
Can you hold it? like hold stuff with it?
Yeah, I mean, it's
if we put a cast on your arm, could you smash the cast off?
Definitely.
I was just thinking, if you held a coffee cup by its handle with your pinky.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
It's just
That
sore.
sounds, you're fine. Then.
I think it's just still too swollen to bend, but the fucking camping trip broke my pinky.
Damn. And we didn't even camp.
Yeah, the day camping trip.
The fishing trip.
We should go
broke
fishing
me.
again.
Oh man,
I don't know. I mean, I want to, but it's gonna be a minute. My back is fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay, Rivers, we need to go fishing.
I'm down.
Again.
I'm down. We got to go to that. We got to go to that baby lake.
I want to go to a lake where there's actual fish.
Yeah. Our friend, shout out to Justin Morales, listening in the Inland Empire. He told me there's a little baby lake where they fill it with shitloads of fish so kids can go out there and fish.
I don't want to go to that though.
I do.
That's
I
cheating.
do.
That's cheating.
But you don't have to stay at that place all day.
They
reel in like 4 hours worth of fish and you're done.
It's Lake Hesperia. It's still a pretty lake. It's big. And just like the one we went to, they just stock the shit out of it. But like the one we went to is covered in duckweed or whatever.
Well, this time we can actually. Next time we go, we need to look up what type of fish are in the place we're going. We need to look up how to fish those kind of fish.
We need to take like a gun, and if we
just shoot the fuckers.
If we see a beaver, we can eat that fucker. It's hunting season.
Well, no, we're not going to eat it. We're going to skin it and sell it to French fur traders.
That's why you can't fucking shoot it though, because then there's a hole in the beaver skin.
Yeah.
Well, then how do you kill it?
You trap it, and then
and that's why they're called trappers. So I thought they were killing them.
Well, they definitely do.
Yeah, they do kill it, but then you just you I guess stab it or whatever when you trap it.
I think you kill it with a
or
whatever.
You hit it, whack it. I think, I got a truncheon. Yeah,
or
you just
gas it to death.
Yeah, there we go. Gas it.
So the body's still preserved.
It took a real dark turn.
Somebody look. I don't.
We're talking about hunting.
I think that's a bug collection.
We're talking about hunting a beaver, and then Sam's just like, "We gotta
put it in the gas chamber.
We gotta make a gas chamber and gas."
Somebody told me that once. Somebody told me he's like, how you
was
trap
there a voice in your head? Was
it
telling you to murder?
It was unfortunately a real person who I've met. He's like, how you trap
at an open mic?
At an open mic, that's exactly what
one of my dad's friends. One of my dad's friends was like, how you trap a cougar?
White wine and diamonds.
Well, they're too.
Bam! Hell yeah!
They're too smart. You can't just trap it with a regular trap. You gotta make a trap that's one trap in the middle, surrounded by other traps, and then you hang a piece of meat above that under a bush. Or over a bush, so then it jumps to try to get the meat, and then when it comes down, it falls into all the traps and rolls around and gets stuck. And then once it can't go anymore, you get chloroform.
What?
You cover a rag in it, and then you put it over the gutter.
Oh yeah, you know what's a really good thing to do is put your hand as close to a cougar's mouth as possible.
Well, you can throw, you get a rag, just kind of toss it over its head.
You get a bag of gasoline.
This thing's covered in traps.
Sam's lucky to be alive. I think this guy was like getting you ready to show you the traps. And he's gonna put you in the traps. He's gonna be like, "Oh, the most dangerous game."
My mom was trying to kill me. This guy was hanging out with my fucking dad.
Yeah.
I wasn't safe anywhere.
I mean, this guy's talking about traps within traps within traps. Clearly, this man is unhinged.
Yeah, it's dark.
I have one more story I wanted to share with you guys, and I feel like this is some sort of
look at River's hair right now. It's like it's getting all like weirdly pushed up because he's so caffeine high. He's like just anxiety, like pushing back his hair, like we all do sometimes. But his is totally energy drink spurred. I don't think he has any real anxiety right now.
No, it's not anxiety. It's diamine, theanine, horosil, and caffeine.
Did you say caffeine?
Caffeine.
Or caffeine?
It's caffeine.
caffeine.
It saves time to say caffeine. I'm all about efficiency. I'm a healthy warrior.
It's the spice. The spice is in his brain now.
I know, it really is. I feel crazy.
I can tell.
I feel fucking nuts.
Instead of smoking spice, they put it in the drinks.
Normally, when you drink an energy drink, you probably space it out of the course of an hour.
Yeah,
or something.
well, this is, I drank.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You drank this whole thing in like 10 minutes.
You basically did like a whole bunch of bath beads.
Yeah, bath beads. Yeah, bath salts.
Yeah, you did a whole bunch of bath salts, and you're all just cooped out.
But I feel like this is some kind of full circle that we've reached here. This is episode number 140 of the Corona Diaries, and I think it's fucking wild that this is where we're at. Our friend Ben in Austin sent me this story. A conspiracy ripping through the anti-vax world may finally drive some anti-maskers to do the unthinkable. Wear a face mask and socially distance.
Wow.
So
I don't think that's true.
The conspiracy says that the vaccinated will shed certain proteins onto the unvaccinated, who will then suffer adverse effects. The main worry is that the shedding will cause irregular menstruation, infertility, and miscarriages. This entirely baseless claim is a key cog in a larger conspiracy that COVID-19 was a ploy to depopulate the world, and the vaccine is what will cull the masses. Which is fun to read that kind of thing, because it's a person that doesn't know anything about history. It's like, yeah, the government's never had a problem killing a shitload of people. That's kind of what we're good at.
Yeah.
This is the empire of death. Like, it's that.
I love, like, with these conspiracy nuts lately. I mean, back in the day, conspiracy was like, oh, the guy who shot Kennedy, like, it was somebody else. But now,
it was the government.
Yeah, the conspiracies now are so Machiavellian, where it's just like, they created the virus, but that's not the thing that kills everyone.
No,
it's actually the vaccine.
It's the vaccine.
Virus.
Yeah,
it's fucking Dan Brown broke everyone's goddamn brain.
Yeah,
that's what
probably
happened.
Accurate.
This is sad because it's also one of those things that was instantly disproven. Like, to believe this, you don't have to be in a Facebook group and nowhere else.
Oh yeah, you'd have to be reading that woman who broke into the high school's yoga posts.
Yeah.
So anti-vax influencers are instructing their fellow anti-vaxxers as well as the anti-maskers that one of the best ways to defend themselves from the blight is to co-opt social distancing. Sherry Tenpenny, a prominent anti-vaxxer, suggested on a recent anti-vax live stream that you may have to, quote, stay away from somebody who's had these shots forever.
Deal.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, man, I'm down with this one. That's fine. I got,
You know what? Just to be safe, we probably shouldn't be able to see each other's social media either.
It's not just social distancing that these anti-maskers and anti-vaxxers are begrudgingly accepting. Some conspiracy theorists are wondering if perhaps their longtime bane, the mask, could become their salvation. One perplexed poster on the fringe site 4chan asked their fellow Anons if they should wear a mask around the vaccinated because they shed that mRNA stuff.
They got mRNA all over them. They got it all up in them, and I don't want none of that in me, all right? I just don't want any of that.
I want COVID in me, not this mRNA. Quote, I'm going to be watching these vaccine shedding stories like a hawk. Like wrote one man on Twitter. Is my family going to need to wear a mask to protect ourselves from the vaccinated?
I didn't even think about whole families not getting vaccinated.
Oh, yeah. While the conspiracy is baseless, the fear it is causing vaccine skeptics is very real, and where there is fear, there's money to be made. In a recent live stream appearance with Canadian sovereign citizen Julie Mikovits, one of the leading anti-vax celebrities, I hate that that's a fucking phrase that makes sense, and a key figure in the conspiracy film Plandemic. Y'all remember that? That was a hit.
Instantly disproven thing the first weekend of COVID.
She spoke in depth about the conspiracy. She told a story about how she was kicked off a plane for wearing a mask made of colloidal silver, which is people who know about Alex Jones and Joe Rogan will recognize that as some health store crystal weirdo bullshit.
I didn't know you could bring a metal mask on a plane.
Colloidal silver being a supplement long championed by the anti-vax and holistic crowd to defend herself from airborne viruses. Quote, why do you think they pulled me off that plane with the silver mask? It's because I'm not going to get sick, folks. I'm not going to get sick from the vaccinated people.
They pulled you off the plane because you're the psycho bitch with a metal
I don't even
face
think
mask.
this happened. I think this is just dog shit.
Yeah.
Because if you got something on your face...
If I'm on a plane and some stupid fucking morons walk around with a metal coil face mask, I want them off the plane. Kick them off the plane. I don't want to be on the plane with a psycho.
Yeah. The community is still attempting to figure out how to deal with the vaccine shedding. So to be clear, not every anti-masker is endorsing masking, but some portion of the community is. Quote, the mask won't save people from this either. So if you're thinking you're just going to walk around with a mask on your face around your vaccinated friends, it's going to go right through. So
yeah, there's no fucking way they're gonna wear the mask. The whole thing is they don't want to be bothered.
They never believed the mask did anything.
They're gonna be like, well, actually, my new survey scientist thing that I just wrote myself says that I shouldn't wear a mask, and everyone's like, yes, that checks out. I also do that.
I did a study against people I don't like and don't trust, and they say to wear a mask, so I don't like them, so I'm going to do the opposite.
Natural News, an anti-vaccination conspiracy site, is doing a lot of reporting on the vaccine shedding. The website does not necessarily endorse masking, but instead advises that the one thing that might save people: pine needle tea.
Internment camps.
Yeah, well, that's implied.
Internment camps for non-whites.
That seems like it tastes like shit.
I've had it actually. It was a thing in Boy Scouts. You could make pine needle tea, which I think was
Look
just
where you're at now, chugging jalapeno energy drinks.
Pine needle tea sounds like something some kooky man in the woods does. Who's like, I got tea. It's pine needle tea. Yeah. I got my pine needle tea, my pine needle wife, my pine needle children, and my best friend, Pine Needle Ted.
And I've arranged them all to spook people out about the Blair Witch.
It sounds like slang for moonshine.
Yeah. Well, it tastes exactly like you would expect. I did it when I was like 14 or
like the
whatever.
way a pine needle smells.
Yeah, you boil it, although it does have more vitamin C than orange juice. That's a true fact. So if you're in the woods and you're stranded and you're hurting for vitamin C and you want to taste something bitter and gross, go ahead and boil up some pine needles.
All right.
It's a great idea.
Thank you. I didn't
If
realize.
you find yourself in the woods with a bitching case of the scurvy, get pine needle tea.
Oh, man. Y'all got anything else?
No, I have to piss really bad.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we should get real crazy with the deep frying. Friday.
I'm already real crazy.
I feel like
Yeah, okay, Rivers, get this deep fried energy drink.
Deep fried energy drinks. How are we going to do it? Okay, we freeze the energy drinks, then we roll them in breadcrumbs.
Yeah, that'd probably be the best thing to bread them with.
Yeah, deep fried monster.
Yeah, it's just grease, the boiling hot monster in your mouth.
they would boil out what little water is in it.
Deep
and
fried
it would just be
rip it.
syrup.
Oh man, could you imagine how much oil would explode if you got energy drink on it? Probably like a million times more than just water.
Yeah, it sounds great. Well, yeah. So I did want to make this programming note. So yeah, like I said, this is episode 140 of the Corona Diaries.
Wow.
We've done a shit ton of these, and the truth is, June 15th, everything is about to open back up in LA. So obviously we're going to be going back to doing stand-up. I've already started back at my job and stuff like that. So this is what I decided. We're going to go to 150. Corona Diaries 150. I like that as a solid, just even number. That'll put us in the last Corona Diaries episode will be Friday, June 4th. And then we're going to just go back to, the once a week format like we've been doing before, all this crazy shit. But what we want to do in between is have all of our healthy warriors, all the people in the Studiverse write in and tell us what your favorite moments have been from the last 150 episodes, news stories, what have you.
Favorite Joe Raines episode?
Yeah, favorite Joe Raines episodes. I mean, shit, Shotgun Joe. That's got to be right up there.
That was a classic.
That's bad. That's all bad.
So
bad.
I want everybody to tweet at me at Rivers Langley or at the show at the Goods Pod. Tell us what you like. Your favorite bits, and then I'm going to be putting out
least liked.
At least liked, yeah. Stuff to definitely keep out. But
most delicious, weirdest thing we can deep fry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, too.
But yeah, send those in, and I'm going to try to compile like a best of episode that'll be in the week in between when we end the Corona Diaries officially and then go back to our weekly formats. So yeah, we're putting together a clip show. We're like Seinfeld over here. So tweet at me, tell me what the best
clip show.
Tell me what you like, and I'll throw that together because this has been comedy up until this moment. So it is going to be very fun to go back and listen to y'all's favorite clips and stuff like that.
Okay, what about this, guys? We get that raw pizza dough from DeSano's.
Ooh, yeah, there we go.
We make a calzone, and then we deep fry the calzone.
Holy shit.
Fuck yeah, like a Tostino's pizza roll, which we should also deep fry.
No, we don't need that. We don't need that.
All right, well,
garbage.
yeah, let's make our own.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
we'll make our own deep fried pizza bites. We'll figure that out.
Fuck yeah, dogs. That's going to be the best birthday ever. And I'm going to have fancy beer all day.
Wow. Nice.
The last programming note. Next week, I'm going to announce it. I don't give a shit. I feel like the dog that caught the car, man. Next week, I'm going to be talking to my favorite non-Bob Dylan living songwriter of all time, Mike Cooley from the Drive-By Truckers. It feels crazy saying that, is going to be calling in, and me and Carter are going to be nerding out on him next week, all to promote Strike Fest, which is going on right now at a coal mine in Alabama. The Valley Labor Report, which is a radio show / YouTube channel out of Huntsville. They are putting on this event to raise money for the miners and the United Mine Workers of America, local 2397, and that's where the event's going to be going down. You can go there in person. It's a $20 suggested donation with Mike Cooley headlining with Lee Baines III, as well as our friends of the show, DJ Lewis and Drew Morgan are both going to be doing comedy there. It's going to be really fun. So if you can make it out to that, it's cool. If you can't, it's going to be going on their live stream, youtube.com/The Valley Labor Report. So we're going to be talking about that all next week. Next week is strike week. So, power to the people and all that good stuff. Before we go, I'd like to send a very special birthday shout out from one of our patrons to his lovely wife, our friend Jen, listening in Minnesota. We just wanted to say congrats on the new job and the new water heater. That's fucking huge. So, and we know
you're gonna need that to keep the water hot.
Yep, gotta have that.
Good thing you got that.
But yeah, we know all your friends and your husband Seth just love you to death, and hope you're having a really great day up there in the land of 10,000 lakes. So,
and Joe Raines loves you too.
Yeah, we all love you. Happy birthday, Jen. May the new water heater live long and run hot.
Say I love you, Joe.
I love pizza bites.
So shout out to Jen. Thanks for listening. Sam, where can people find you on the internet?
And Twitter and TikTok, Slam Harder.
Joseph, where can people find you online?
On all the platforms at Joe MF Raines.
Find me on Twitter and Instagram.
Joe Modern Family Raines.
Yeah, or Burn Motherfucking Raines.
It's Joe Motherfucking Raines. JOEMFRAINES. Joe MF Raines.
You can find me on
Jackass.
Jackass. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley. And like I said, tell us your favorite moments. Tweet those timestamps in. I'm going to get together a fun clip show. We're looking forward to doing 10 more of these, and then we'll be back to normal. But thank you so much for sticking with us. And this one's for you, Jen. This is Everybody Disappear by Eerie Family.
Everybody disappears.